If you're over 65 and wake up feeling tired, notice aches that weren't there before. Or maybe you wake up with swollen hands. Your body may be trying to tell you something, but the real question is, are you listening? In today's video, you'll discover the 5 most common signals your body may send you after the age of 65, and why ignoring them could put your health at serious risk. Stay with me until the end. Sign number 4 is often overlooked, but it could be a warning sign for something much more serious. Every morning, Maria, 72 years old, woke up with slight stiffness in her fingers. Nothing too painful, just a bit of discomfort that went away once she got moving. It's just age, she told herself, sipping her first coffee of the day. But over the months, that minor discomfort turned into real pain. Opening a jar, buttoning, a shirt, even holding her phone became difficult. When she finally spoke to her doctor, she found out it wasn't just normal arthritis. It was an early sign of an autoimmune condition. That's why it's so important to listen to your body's signals. The body speaks, even if it does so quietly. The problem is many people mistake these signs for normal aging, until it's too late. In this video, we'll get straight to the point. I'll show you the key signs your body may send you after 65 and what they might actually mean. Some are subtle, others more obvious, but all of them deserve attention. The sooner you notice them, the better your chance to prevent something serious. And now let's talk about the first sign, one that shows up the moment you get out of bed. If you think it's just morning laziness, you could be very wrong. Sign 1. You wake up feeling exhausted, as if you didn't sleep at all. I wake up more tired than when I went to bed. How many times have you thought that? Many consider it normal as they age, but it's not always the case. What's really going on? During sleep, your body is supposed to recover. It repairs tissues, rebalances hormones, and recharges the brain. If you wake up already exhausted, it means this recovery process is failing, and the causes may be more serious than you think. Undiagnosed sleep apnea. Common after age 65, it reduces oxygen levels and causes micro-awakenings you may not notice. The result? Chronic fatigue and increased risk of heart problems. Thyroid dysfunction. A sluggish thyroid slows down your entire metabolism, leaving you drained from the moment you wake up. Vitamin B12 or iron deficiency. Very common in older adults, especially those on certain medications or with digestive issues. Real story. Giovanni, age 68. Giovanni, a retired man, woke up tired every day. He thought it was just getting old. His wife noticed he snored loudly and sometimes stopped breathing in his sleep. After months of insisting, he got tested. Diagnosis? Obstructive sleep apnea. Once he started CPAP therapy, the transformation was incredible. More energy, better mood, clearer memory. Here's what to look for. How do you feel within the first 30 minutes of waking? Morning headaches. Dry mouth, trouble concentrating? If yes, speak to your doctor. Ask about a sleep study or check your thyroid and blood levels. Chronic fatigue can start a domino effect. Less activity, more pain, muscle loss, depression, and it often begins with the idea that it's just part of aging. But fatigue isn't the only message. Your body also speaks in more visible ways, like swelling in your hands or feet when you wake up. Let's look at that next. Sign 2, morning. Swelling in the hands or feet. It takes me 10 minutes just to close my hands in the morning. If that's happened to you, your body is speaking, and this isn't just about poor circulation. When your extremities swell in the morning, your body is retaining fluids overnight. And this can happen for several reasons. Heart issues. A heart that struggles to pump properly may cause fluid buildup, especially in the feet and ankles. Early kidney dysfunction. Kidneys that aren't filtering properly allow sodium to build up, which retains fluid in the tissues. Liver or lymphatic problems. These disrupt the normal balance of fluid distribution. Rheumatoid arthritis. This can cause hand swelling, morning stiffness, and pain. Lucia's story. Age 72, Lucia noticed her fingers looked like sausages every morning. She thought it was normal for her age, but when the swelling spread to her feet and she started getting short of breath going upstairs, she decided to get checked. The result? Early-stage heart failure. It was mild, silent, but caught in time. With the right treatment, she now manages her condition calmly and confidently. How to know if morning swelling is serious? Does it last more than an hour after waking up? Is it accompanied by fatigue, shortness of breath, or sudden weight gain? Do you feel heavy or stiff when you move first thing in the morning? If you answered yes to any of these, don't wait. It might not be just water retention. It could be the very first sign of something deeper. Also, watch for patterns. Swelling combined with chronic fatigue, shortness of breath, or nighttime. Cramps should always be brought up with your doctor. The longer you wait, the greater the risk. But swelling isn't the only quiet signal your body sends. There's another that many people ignore because it feels like a good thing at first. Sign 3. Unexplained weight loss. Most noticeable in the morning. Waking up and noticing your pants fit looser, your pajamas hang lower, or your face looks thinner in the mirror. Might seem like a welcome surprise, especially if you weren't trying to lose weight. But when that change happens without effort, and more importantly without explanation, it could be your body whispering that something is deeply wrong. Unintentional weight loss, meaning you haven't changed your diet, increased your exercise, or skipped meals, is one of the most overlooked early signs of cancer. And for many older adults, morning is when it's most noticeable. Your stomach is empty, your face is more revealing, your belt fits differently. Yet because weight loss doesn't hurt, and might even seem like a positive, many people ignore it. But here's the truth. Cancers of the pancreas, colon, stomach, and lungs can alter your metabolism, interfere with nutrient absorption, and trigger inflammation that burns energy even at rest. Enrico's story. Age 80, Enrico had eaten the same breakfast for years, eggs, toast, and a banana. But suddenly, his pants began to sag, and within a month, he had to tighten his belt by 2 holes. He thought it was just aging, until his daughter visited and noticed how much thinner his neck looked. Blood tests revealed early-stage pancreatic cancer. It was a serious diagnosis, but because it was caught early, he had more treatment options and more time with his family. Weight loss this often starts gradually. 4 pounds, then 8, and you might not notice until your clothes tell you the truth. So here's what to do. Weigh yourself weekly. Pay attention to how your clothes fit first thing in the morning. Don't assume weight loss is a good thing, especially if you've lost muscle, your appetite has dropped for no reason, or your strength has changed even if your routine hasn't. Unexplained weight loss doesn't always mean cancer, but it should always mean a conversation with your doctor, because you're not just losing pounds. You could be losing time. I know it can be scary, talking about cancer, about suspicious symptoms, about changes that seem small, but could mean something big. And yet, ignoring these signs can come at a cost. Let's quickly review them together. The first sign, persistent pain in your side or back when you wake up, possibly linked to kidney or bone issues. The second, unusual or excessive night sweats, often related to lymphomas or hormonal imbalances. And the third, changes in your voice or morning hoarseness, a potential warning sign of laryngeal cancer. You don't need 10 symptoms to realize something isn't right. Just 1 or 2 recurring signs is enough to raise a red flag and make you pause. Wait a minute, something's not right. And I know, many people over 65 get used to pain, tiredness, and coughing. They normalize it, but normal should never include constant discomfort. Your body is talking to you, and if you don't listen today, it might scream tomorrow. That's why, in the next section, I want to give you something valuable. I'll show you what you can start doing at home tomorrow morning to help your body prevent inflammation and anomalies, strengthen your immune system, and know when it's truly time to see a doctor. Write to me in the comments, have you ever woken up with one of these signs? Has it happened to someone you know? Your words might help someone else realize they're not alone. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel now, because in the next video, we'll talk about 4 foods that silently feed tumor cells after age 65 and how to easily replace them, because knowledge is power, but action is survival. So, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you, truly, because watching a video like this isn't easy, It takes courage to face the unknown, to question what your body is trying to tell you, and to take responsibility for your health, even when the world around you says, it's just age. But here's the truth. Aging isn't about giving up. It's about getting wiser. And wisdom means recognizing that your body isn't breaking down. It's asking for help. So don't ignore the whispers, because if you take action now, small, steady action, you can still live with energy, clarity, and purpose well beyond 65, 75, even 90. This channel is for those who choose awareness over fear, for those who know that every year of life is a chapter of wisdom that deserves to be lived with dignity and strength. So here's your moment. Write in the comments if any of these signs have happened to you or to someone close. Your story might be the wake-up call someone else has been waiting for, and if this message spoke to you, subscribe now, because in the next video we'll expose the 4 everyday foods that silently feed cancer cells after 65, and how to replace them without giving up flavor or joy. Don't wait for pain to be the messenger. Let wisdom guide your choices, starting today, because yes, knowledge is power, but action is survival. And wisdom is choosing both.